and chattering. His masked face registered anger and pain. He worked furiously with his nimble front paws to try to free his leg from the sinew bonds of the trap. "We caught him in our trap," the first boy said. "He's just a raccoon, but a big one, a fighter." "We captured him, and he's our prisoner," said the littlest one. Pocahontas knew she should be used to this. Young boys were supposed to learn to hunt. By the time of their Huskanah, their passage from boyhood to manhood, they were expected to be expert hunters. She understood that with her head, but her heart rebelled. For some reason, seeing a captive, whether an animal or enemy, always made her uneasy. She looked the oldest boy in the eye and pulled herself to her full height. "Let him go," she said in a voice that left no room for arguing. Matacana put a hand on Pocahontas's arm and whispered, "Are you sure?" Pocahontas ignored her sister. "Let him go." The oldest boy slid his wooden knife out of the leather thong around his waist. He sawed through the laces, holding the animal. When finally freed, the animal scurried toward the forest, with dogs chasing him. Pocahontas knew the dogs would tree the animal, but once up the branches, the Arracoon would be safe. She turned toward the boys. "You shall be great hunters some day, but never forget, a brave hunter kills his prey swiftly and painlessly, and he only takes what he needs to feed his people." "Will you tell your father?" the oldest boy asked. Pocahontas stood with her feet apart and put her hands on her hips. "My father would not like to hear that you were torturing the animal. Arracoon is not our enemy." She could see worry on the faces of the boys. She smiled. "I will not tell the Powhatan." As the boys ran off, probably to get into other mischief, Pocahontas sat on a fallen tree and turned towards Matacana. "You tried to stop me, didn't you? I know you dislike it when I use my position to make people do what I want." Her sister sat down next to her but didn't speak. "I don't know why my father, our father, has bestowed such favor on me. I try to use my influence wisely." Pocahontas laughed. "Well, as wisely as I can, having seen only 11 returns on the new leaves. Of all our brothers and sisters, you are his favorite," Matacana said. "He always says, 'My Matoaka, my Pocahontas, she it is who makes me smile.'" She drew out the words, deepening her voice. Pocahontas laughed at her sister's impersonation of their great father. He spoke exactly like that. Her father began calling her Pocahontas, little mischief maker, long before she could remember. Her real name was Amonute, though no one ever said that name. Many called her Matoaka, meaning little snowfeather. But when her father started calling her Pocahontas, everyone else did as well. She didn't really make mischief. It was her father's way of teasing her about walking on her hands instead of her feet, turning somersaults and hanging from tree limbs. She thought about her father. Powerful. No other word described the great Powhatan as well. Her father accomplished what no other chief had ever accomplished. He united all the warring tribes into one great nation, Tesenakamoko. It took years of alliances, battles, and strategies, but here they were, at peace. All the chiefs of those neighboring tribes gathered during Tequitoc, that time when the leaves turn colors, to bring tributes to the great Powhatan. Pocahontas loved to watch the canoes come ashore, piled high with deerskins, roanoke, copper, corn, and puccoon root, all for her father. He built a storehouse almost as big as his ceremonial lodge to hold all the tributes. "Does it seem unfair to you that our father favors me over all his children?" Pocahontas asked Matacana. Sometimes it worried her. She had more than 100 half-brothers and half-sisters, including Matacana, and yet her father showed marked partiality.